Hi, and welcome to Beyond the Airwaves, our special folk stream. And for those of you who are wondering why we've gone from electronic music to a special folk stream, well, simply put, I wanted to give my dream team the evening off. That's the noisy lot you can hear in the background. Sosu and Mim for all the hard work they do. And Stefan, he's around as well, he may be on. Obviously Carys is here, and Graham, and my voice appears to be doing all sorts of weird things over this microphone. Anyway, welcome to the special folk stream for the evening, which is all folk music. And later on, Celandine will be here, Carys and Rosemary, my good friend Rosemary, and they're going to regale you with some wonderful stuff. In between, we will have Triangle, Sosu and Mim, and a real treat in store for you there. But to open the evening, we have somebody who I only got to know her music recently, and I have to say, been blown away by it. I love her albums. She's done 3. I have 2 now. I'm going to get the 3rd one on Bandcamp. So without any further ado, I would like you to welcome our very special guest for tonight, EllYTree.
Hello, where are we? Bungie. Yay! Yes. So yes, I'm EllYTree, and I'm going to do some songs, original songs. The first one is a bit odd. It's called Einstein in the Patent Office, and it's kind of a homage to lots of musical and other heroes of a particular time period. Shall I just, yeah? Oh, 1,000 flowers have taken flight in me, beating their petal-driven wings, revolving endlessly inside my skull. The circle ends where it begins. The circle ends where it begins. Synchronizing time, and Mr. Jones is getting hyper in the wings, and Debbie is just hanging on the telephone line. Timing is everything, but time's a bitch, sneaking up to pass you by. Fast or slow it runs, but which is which? While the minutes crawl, the years go flying by. The minutes crawl, the years go flying by. And Einstein is in the patent office, unsynchronizing time, and Mr. Jones is sniffing cocaine in the wings. some beauty woven through the pain. Einstein in the patent office. He did work in a patent office at one point. Not that that's really what it's about. I apologise for the next one because it might make you cry. I wrote it after I read a book called The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat. And it's full of case histories. It's by Oliver Sacks. And this particular case history just struck me particularly strongly, as it was a very, very moving story, really, very sad story, and it's true. It's about two very, very, very autistic brothers who had an extraordinary ability with prime numbers. I have absolutely no ability with numbers, but I looked them up specially. And so it's called the Numero brothers, and there's a deliberate mistake in the list at the beginning. It doesn't scan, so don't write and complain. Two, 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, 19, 23, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, 19, 23. 7 is the number one cry. 983 is another one. His brother replied, your secret smile told me I was happy. Your secret smile told me who I was. But everyone said we were bad for each other. Everyone said no more secret smiles. But if we don't talk in numbers, we don't talk at all. And the Numero brothers are silent now. The Numero brothers are silent now. Silent now. The mystery of numbers makes us whole to our one. We played our games together, took communion from numerical puns. Your secret smile told me every detail. Your secret smile could calculate my days. But everyone said we were bad for each other. Everyone said no more secret smiles. But if we don't talk in numbers, then we don't talk at all. And the Numero brothers are silent now. The Numero brothers are silent now. Silent now. In monotone, our memories would detail our days. It could be anguish, it could be humiliation. The tone stayed the same. Your secret smile carried no emotion. Your secret smile held no praise or blame. But everyone said we were bad for each other. Everyone said no more secret smiles. But if we don't talk in numbers, then we don't talk at all. And the Numero brothers are silent now. The Numero brothers silent now, silent now, silent now, silent now, silent now, silent now. 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, 19, 23, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, 19, 23, 2, 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, 19, 23, 2, 2, 2, 2. It's the Numero brothers. Thank you. Thank you. Cheer you up now. This is a summery song, and it is summer at last, isn't it? So this is in the garden. There's a mention of something that I saw in the Cambridge Physic Garden, that one of my cousins is a member of the Horticultural Society or something, and she can get in, so she took me. And there's a mulberry tree, a very, very old mulberry tree there. So that gets a mention in here several times. And that's the one with the elephant's foot. Grains of sand are shifting on the shore. Once were mountains, now mountain rocks no more. See the tree with the elephant's foot, see the mound where the mulberry grows. In the garden, drifting through pale mists of wisteria, spirits rising higher on summer's hysteria. Now the field mouse flees from the moor, underfoot mulberries bloody the flowers. In the garden, and in the garden, day after day, time slips away, never will stay. And as the winter turns into spring, flowers will bring birds on the wing. Buzzing round the lavender bushes, the bumblebees drink their fill, while little birds flutter among the trees. Cram those mulberries into your mouth, gorge on the summer till swallows fly south from the garden. And in the garden everything grows, but nobody knows just when everything slows. Into the garden the winter will steal, grinding its heel, turning the wheel. Grains of sand, grains of sand the garden. Thank you. Continuing the horticultural theme. What day is it? Is it Friday? It is Friday. Yeah, I think it's Gardener's World or something tonight, isn't it, on Friday? So this was a lockdown song. I was stuck in my house on my own, and it was a beautiful summer, if you remember. It's gorgeous weather, and you couldn't go anywhere. But I'm lucky because I've got a big garden. And the wallflowers that year were magnificent. And they're one of my favourite flowers. And I always thought, wouldn't it be nice to have a dress made out of that stuff that their petals are? Because they're sort of, it's velvet and it's all sorts of colours, and not that I would have been able to wear it, because, you know, but wouldn't it be nice? So this is a song for the wallflower, so it's addressed to the wallflower, and it's by, the wallflower is also speaking in it. Because, you know, I was sat on my own in a house for a long time. Wallflower, you are so gaudy. Wallflower, you are so lovely. Why do you hide yourself up against the wall? Oh, wallflower, now is it seemly, making your home in broken masonry, dressed in that gorgeous velvet, multicolored motley? Take me where your dressmaker fashions your clothing. And did I hear the wallflower reply? I live as I please, and I dance with the breeze, and nobody tells me where to grow, and no one takes too much notice of me, except the bees, except the bees, except the bees. Wouldn't you like to be as beautiful as me? I am the mistress of my days. Catch the scent of me, catch the sight of me, drifting through summer's embraces, and then watch me fade, watch me fade, said the wallflower, said the wallflower, said the wallflower, said the wallflower, 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 wallflower. Right, that's the wallflower. What's the next one? Oh yeah, this one is a true story, or two true stories. And one of them took place in Whitby, and one of them took place in Suffolk. So it's called The Passing Bell. sea, saw the lilt of their plain song flowing free. Gulls were circling round me in the summer sky, and the centuries fell backwards, so did I. The past lives all around us, the future will not tell, and time is ringing out like a bell, ringing the passing to lie in homely ground, and I saw his sad eyes burning, flaming up through the mound. The wind blew up from the river, and it shook the leafless wood, and the centuries fell backwards where I stood. The past lives all around us, the future will not tell, and time is ringing out like a bell, ringing the passing passing bell. Thank you. I've brought my banjo and I'm going to use it. I know it's a threat, but I can't. There's a whistling bit at the beginning of this, but I can't whistle anymore, so I can't do the whistling bit. But you can imagine it. Can you? Or if you feel like improvising whistling, if you're able to whistle. Yes, that's anything will do, because I used to be able to whistle, but I can't now. It's very annoying. Yes, exactly. I shouldn't have said anything, should I? So this is the Salty Dog. This is on the... there's an album called Wallflower, which was the most recent one. And this is on that, and so is Wallflower, obviously. Because it's called that. It would be silly to call it that and not put it on there, wouldn't it? Anyway, this is the Salty Dog. This salty dog sang the whole night long. This salty dog sang a mournful song. would not let me sleep. This salty dog swam the crippled creek. And he went woo-hoo-hoo. He went woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. In the night when the north wind screams, through the night, through your troubled dreams, through the night you can hear him wail. Through the night till the sky turns pale. And he goes woo. He goes woo, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Salty dog's never seen the sea. Salty dog lives in you and me. Salty dog gets into every part, and this salty dog will penetrate your heart. This salty dog, this salty dog. Oh, won't you go to sleep? Oh, won't you let me sleep? That's the salty dog. Dedicated to insomnia. Yes, where are we? Oh, yes. Right. I keep doing that. This is I have a completely incomprehensible sympathy for the Minotaur. I always have had. I always thought the Minotaur had a very rough deal. If you know the story, no, it wasn't his fault. I mean, who was it? Zeus came down in some form or other. Oh no, he fell in love with a cow. That's right, like they do, you know, Greek gods. And he wanted to have this cow, and he was going to have this cow, whatever. Even though he'd promised that he wouldn't take it, and he did take it. And the result of the union was the Minotaur. And it got born, and everybody looked at it and said, "Whoa, monster," and shut it up in a labyrinth. And it just struck me that you can't choose your parents, can you? And I always thought that was very unfair. So he's got a happy ending. He becomes an artist. He uses the materials to hand, which are, you know, well, you can imagine. The occasional virgin goes down there and he eats them. And so he uses what he's got, and everybody loves his work. So he becomes an international superstar of the art world, and there we are, you see, so he has a happy ending. In a dank and dingy cave, the Minotaur resides. Hear him bellowing frustration out to the distant tides. He'd like to climb the crumbling staircases, but he doesn't know the way to the sun and the sea and salty air. Oh, where is love when you're half bovine and half human in a labyrinthine kingdom all alone. Lonely as a lighthouse, no choice but to call these caverns home. And the offering of some maidens every 7 years does not make up for the lack of sun and salty air. Oh, where is love? There is no love for a creature that never ever should have been made. The product of deception that never should have seen the light of day. When all the world's against you and heroes come to slay you and you're banished from the daylight and no one wants to know you and everybody hates you, then where is love? And so he's only got stones and bones to while away the time. So he takes and he shapes and creates something sublime, till dancing on the walls are the shadows of imaginary friends who bring him sun and salty air. And there is love, and in his hall of bright carvings the Minotaur's at home. Many people brave the labyrinth to see these wonders in stone, and some prestigious gallery is even called to say if he ever had the need of a more fashionable air. But he doesn't care, for here is love. All the love he needs is here. Minotaur. Justice for the Minotaur, yes. Freedom for monsters. Well, not all of them, obviously. Anyway, so that's the Minotaur. This is a song I wrote in Cornwall, which is a lovely place. It was October, but the weather was amazing, except for one day when there was basically a hurricane as I was walking along the cliff path, the coastal path, or a bit of it. Happily, I didn't get blown into the sea. Well, happily for me, I mean, I don't like to. So this is Ride the Waves. I took the road down to the southwest, down to where firm ground turns into leonets, down where the land meets the sea, to feel it heal me. I wrote my name in the sand, and I watched as the waves washed through every word of me. And I turned my back to the land, faced the open sea. Some fine day I will ride the waves, I will ride the wild waves, fine day, I will ride the wave. I will ride the wild wave. Stood there with my arms stretched out open wide, waiting for the wind to lift me up like a kite. And I dream myself rising over the earth, so alive and so light. Some fine day, when the weight of the world pushes down too heavily, oh, I will take the road that leads down to the sea, and I will listen to the music of the waves that sing over me, and set my spirit free. Oh, on that fine day, I will ride the wave. I will ride the wild wave. I will ride the wave. I will ride the wave. I will ride the wild wave. Thank you. I haven't managed it yet, but you know. I'm going to change instruments if that's all right. Is that okay? Sorry, I've changed my mind about something. And I keep banging this. Sorry about that. Oh, well, that's good. But not when I'm playing this. So I've got a couple more. They're short ones, don't worry. This is called Breathing. I always like to check. Is everybody, are you sure you know, just make sure. Just have a check. It's quite important. Anyway, this is Breathing. When the breath begins, breathless but breathing, gulping in oxygen, lung full of falling, filling the bronchioles, lifting them vertical, knowing this is it all, the joy of breathing. Inflating them full, pushing them outwards, missing the landfall. Earth is abandoned, you're floating above it all, and heaven is waiting. You'll never know at all the joy of breathing. Take a breath, take the air, it can take you anywhere. When the swell drags you in, it will spit you out again, leave you gasping on the shore where the gulls fly and the wind is high, still breathing. When you walked into the waves, what were you thinking? Where were you going? Were you leaving the land behind? Were you lost in the doldrums? Or finally home again? For take you anywhere. When the swell drags you in, it will spit you out again, leave you gasping on the shore where the gulls fly and the wind is high. Still breathing, breathing, breathing. Thank you. The reason that song came about was because I was misdiagnosed as having asthma. So I looked it all up and the word bronchioles, and I thought, oh, I'm going to remember that. And it might be useful in Scrabble one day, you never know. Anyway, so this is the last one, and it's called Don't Stop, but it will. Fear not. Thank you very much for listening, watching, whatever it is you're doing. Whatever it is you're doing. I mean, nobody knows, do they, when it's on the internet? So, could be doing anything. I mean, you know, training a giraffe, anything. So this is Don't Stop, and thank you very much for having me. And there is lots more wonderful music to come very, very shortly. So don't go away. From Bungie. It's just a funny name, isn't it? Every time I drive over the level crossing at Darsham, I remember somebody saying, Darsham! I can't help it. Some names are just funny, aren't they? Anyway, this is Don't Stop. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, no, 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 don't stop, no, 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 don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, I know, don't stop. Oh, the trees, they grow so high, and the leaves, they grow so green, but the days are past and gone, my dear, since you made love to me. Sure, the leaves will come again, like the Mayflower in the spring, but our everlasting love was just a feeble, a stillborn thing. But don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, no, 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 don't stop, no, 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 don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, I know, don't stop. She asked him for a story that no one had ever told, so he said that he would make for her a coat of the beaten gold. He promised she would meet him where the sunset touched the earth, so he said he'd pledge his love to her the day before her birth. But don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, no, 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 don't stop, no, 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 don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, I know, don't stop. Don't stop asking questions, don't stop searching for the way, don't stop, life's a festival, don't stop, live it every day, don't stop, riding a bicycle, don't stop, diving in the sea, don't stop, looking for answers, don't stop, aiming to be free, don't stop, smiling at strangers, don't stop, trying to be kind, don't stop, asking questions, don't stop, opening your mind, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, I know, don't stop. Don't stop, hoping for miracles, don't stop, howling at the moon, don't stop, pushing the boat out, don't stop, 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 I know, don't stop. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, EllY.
That was awesome. because some folks may be aware that originally our guest at the folk stream was going to be Mr. Dan Evans, who unfortunately had to pull out several weeks ago due to illness and injury. And when we put our heads together and said, who can we ask to be our special guest? There was literally one name came up, and we all said EllYTree at the same time. So we were just so pleased that she said yes, she'd come along out into the wilds of Scary Bungay with the silly name. And yeah, that was pretty awesome. We enjoyed that. So retrain your giraffe, and we should be back very shortly with triangle music once we've got a few more microphones and a few less instruments.
Okay. Bye-bye. See you in a few minutes.
Are we live? Excellent. That's good. David said to me, "You're introducing triangle," and then he walked away. So haven't got a script, so I don't know what I'm doing now. So I'll just anyway. Yes, I'm sorry. So, welcome back, folks. And as you can see behind me, we have in their entirety and on stage here for the first time the Dream Team, aka Sophie, Mim, and Sue. Also known as Triangle. Gosh, this microphone's quite weird, isn't it? It keeps making noises at me when I'm... if I put my nose near it, it makes really odd noises. I won't put my nose near it anymore. Maybe I need to be further away.
Stop trying to stick the microphone up your nose.
Don't fall asleep in ditch with nose in toad.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Yes, we'll stop with the random private jokes. We have been friends quite a long time. I'm going to shut up. The Dream Team are here tonight in their incarnation as Triangle Music, and they are going to sing about beer and death at you, and we hope you enjoy it. So do I walk off this way now? Marvellous. Okay. Excellent.
Thank you, Carys.
So here we are, just you and me, watching the stars and sitting here quietly. It's been a long week, it's been a long day, it's been a long time since we have been this way. Listen to the beating of their wings, moving to the rhythm of the wind. We're lying on our backs, watching feathers fall from angels. We're lying on our backs, watching feathers fall from angels. Those angels know how to dance at the celestial ball. You know the rumba, the lambada, and the waltz and the samba. Those angels know them all. Watch those cherubim grab those seraphim as they start to sing, and the choir sings. Listen to the beating of their wings. Listen to the beating of their wings. Moving to the rhythm of the wind. Watching feathers fall from angels. We're lying on our backs, watching feathers fall from angels. And the feathers fall down from above onto the unwanted and unloved. Listen to the beating of their wings, moving to the rhythm of the wind. We're lying on our backs, watching feathers fall from angels. We're lying on our backs, watching feathers feathers fall from angels, from angels, from angels.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We are Triangle. That was a song called Watching Feathers Fall, surprisingly, by Jerry Colvin. One of the few covers that we actually do. But
We're delighted to say he's not only very talented, he's a friend of ours, and
he said, yeah, go ahead, do it.
he practically
did.
begged us to
He
do
said
it.
it was a song about, was it him and his sister lying under
lying under a tree
a tree
in the
watching-
summer
in the summer,
with
watching the petals
feathers.
fall down.
from molting birds, but his sister told him they were angels. The
That's
sisters
sisters
always
for
lie
you.
to their little brothers.
Oh, we do.
My
we
brother's
do.
watching, obviously not me.
I get to sit this one out.
It's only the second
Less
one.
is
isn't it?
more.
If you know it, join in with the chorus. It's a rosebud in June,
And violets in full bloom,
and the small birds
singing love songs on each spray.
We'll pipe and we'll sing love.
We'll dance in a ring, love.
When each lad takes
his lads on the grass, and it's all to plough where the buttocks and graze low, and the lads do sheep shearing go.
for their flesh it is good.
It's the best of all food,
And their wool
it will clothe us and keep our backs from cold.
We'll pipe and we'll sing love.
We'll dance in a ring, love.
When each lad takes
his lass on the grass, and it's all to plough where the fat oxen graze low,
and
the lads do sheep shearing go.
Here's the ewes and the lambs,
Here's the hogs and the rams,
and the fat wethers too.
they will make a fine show.
We'll pipe and we'll sing love.
We'll dance in a ring, love.
When each lad takes
his lass on the grass, and it's all to plough where the fat oxen graze low,
and the lads
do sheep shearing go.
when we have all sheep.
Our jolly, jolly sheep, what joy can be greater than to talk of their increase?
We'll pipe and we'll sing love.
We'll dance in a ring, love.
When each lad takes
his lass on the grass, and it's all to plough where the fat oxen graze low,
and the lads
do sheep shearing go.
Rosebud in June, since it's still June. Thank you very much.
And that's about as traditional as you can get. Collected by Vaughan Williams and all of that stuff.
Actually, this next one's traditional as well.
Oh, yeah, this is true.
What happened?
This is, well, I know this from Fairport Convention. I think you know it from
I know it from the
somewhere
Copper
else.
family.
Sue knows it from the Copper family. Mim arranged it.
Had to be a snag.
It doesn't have too many chromatics in it. I start, don't I? 'Twas on one evening, all in the month of May,
Down by
a garden I did stray.
I overheard a dance in sorrow's rain. Oh, for her absent lover, that plows a raging May. I stepped up to this fair maid and put her in surprise. She owned she did not know me, I'd been all in disguise. I said, my charming creature, my joy and heart's delight, how far have you to travel this dark and rainy night?
My way, kind sir, to the Claudy banks, if you will please to show. Pity a poor girl distracted, for there I have to go. I am in search of a young man, and Johnny is his name. And on the banks of Claudy, I'm told he does remain. If Johnny he was here this night, he would keep me from all harm. But he's in the field of battle, all in his uniform. He's in the field of battle, his foes he will destroy. Like a roaring king along the walls of Troy. It was 6 months or better since my Johnny left that shore. He's a-cruising the wide ocean where the foaming billows roar.
Pray grieve no longer, my dear girl, for I must tell you plain. The ship was lost, he sailed in upon the coast of Spain.
On hearing of this dreadful news, it put her in despair, with a wringing of her hands and a tearing of her hair.
Oh, since he's gone and left me, no other man I'll take. But all my life on Claudy banks I'll wander for his sake.
Young Johnny, hearing her say so, he could no longer stand.
He fell into her arms, crying, Betsy, I'm that man.
I am
that young man, and whom you thought was slain. And since we met on Claudy banks, we'll never part again.
And you'll never get another word in edgeways.
Sue has a theory about this one, that he's been trying to tell her all along that it's him really, and she goes off on one and won't listen.
And to explain my part in the proceedings, I'm not really there. I'm the sort of local busybody who just happens to be walking along.
Spot the retired social worker.
Well, you were promised death, so...
Right.
Good, what about death?
I will explain a little bit about this one, because
Yep.
this is one of ours. Many, many moons ago, 1989 to be precise, I was in Whitby, and I went on one of the Whitby ghost walks, which, if you've never done one, are brilliant. I think they do them in York. Anyway, it's irrelevant. And I heard this wonderful fable of a ghostly coach that rises up out of the waves in the middle of the night to fetch home the souls of dead mariners who've died and been buried on the land. And I thought it was such a good legend. It should really have a song. And it didn't seem to have one. So I wrote some words, and Mim set the words to music. And this is the result, and it's called The Barghist Coach.
It was late on a thundery evening in June, when a life drifted out with the tide. Not drowned in the ocean, as he'd always dreamed,
but of fever the mariner died.
He was buried upon the old cliff top, they say, overlooking the sea he loved best. And the townsfolk commended his soul to the Lord as they lowered his body to rest.
As they lowered his body to rest. There is a strange fable of seafaring lore that they tell on the old Whitby coast. When a mariner dies and is buried on shore, he is fetched by the black Barghist coach.
For his spirit can't rest if he lies on the land, though he's buried by good men and true. If the sea is your life and it flows in your veins, then it must be your resting place too.
It must be your resting place too. So after the funeral hymns had been sung, and the townsfolk returned to their homes, the darkness descended and sleep filled the town, but the mariner's ghost lingered on.
He waited in limbo to answer the call, the summons he knew had to come, for the coachman and horses to rise from the water and beckon his spirit back home.
He longed to be taken back home.
It was deep in the night when the dark waters stirred and the Barghist coach rose from the waves. The ghost of the mariner made not a sound as he silently slipped from his grave.
He gazed out to sea from the land one last time, as the stones of the abbey he passed. Then the coach took him down to the watery depths. So it's there that he rests at the last. It's there that he rests at the last. The tinker is buried in silver and gold. The tailor in silks is set free. The soldier returns from the battle at last, but the sailor goes home to the sea. The sailor goes home to the sea, to the sea.
Thank you very much.
Are we still in the sea?
I think we're still in the sea.
Paddling. Okay.
We're still paddling. Okay, this is another original one. My words, Mim's music again. Again, a few years ago, but more recently, we had the pleasure of performing at the Brixton Pirate Festival in our other guise as 3/5 of Captain Morgan's Rum too. And we
we had a little wander around the replica Nao Victoria. The original Nao Victoria was the first vessel to circumnavigate the globe in, I have to check the notes here, 1519. And the replica Nao Victoria was the first replica ship to circumnavigate the globe. And I was feeling the wood of just hanging on to it and thinking what a story the tree could tell. So this is the story of the tree that was cut down to make the ship from the point of view of the tree.
I am the bones of the ship.
I am her heart and her soul.
I am the wood that saw the world. Acorn, I was in a world far away, a child of the earth while the woods were asleep.
Oak I became as the years wore away,
Bound to the soil with my roots
buried deep.
I was the bones of the earth, but I became the sea. Felled and stripped and hacked and hewn, torn away from my restful home, wrenched into an alien form, launched into the angry foam. I became the wood that saw the world. I saw the straits and the highlands.
I saw capture and death.
The sea and men's witlessness took my companions.
They faded into mist and memory.
But I have the strength of the earth,
And I lived on, and I lived on. Home to harbour I came at last, and now I rest in peace. Lay your hands on me, and you will feel my tales.
I am the bones of the ship.
I am her heart and her soul.
I am the wood that saw the world, that saw the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, we've got another one with dead people in it now.
Is it a dead sailor job?
I think it might be another dead sailor job.
Well, the Nao Victoria had lots of dead sailors.
No, this is just one.
It wasn't deliberate, honest.
No. This is well traditional.
It certainly is.
It is apparently a windless shanty.
A bit like in here, it's a bit windless. Oh, sorry.
It's a bit windless in here, isn't it? I dreamed a dream the other night.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my joy.
I dreamed a dream the other night.
Lowlands, my lowlands away. I dreamed I saw my own true love.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my John.
He stood so still, he did not move.
Lowlands, my lowlands away. So dank his hair, so dim his eyes.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my John.
I knew he'd come to say goodbye.
Lowlands, my lowlands away.
I'm drowned in the sea, he said.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my John.
Oh, you and I will ne'er be wed.
Lowlands, my lowlands away. I'll never kiss you more, he said.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my John.
Ne'er kiss you more, for I am dead.
Lowlands, my lowlands away. I will cut off my bonny hair.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my John.
No other man will find me fair.
Lowlands, my lowlands away. I dreamed a dream the other night.
Lowlands, lowlands away, my John.
I dreamed a dream the other night.
Lowlands, my lowlands away.
Thank you. Oh, we're gonna.
Time here, oh gosh. How are we doing for time? Plenty of the stuff.
Right, we're going to step it up a notch. Anyone feel like a bit of revolution?
Yeah. Rabble rousing.
Oh yeah.
That sort of thing.
You noble diggers all
Stand up now, stand up now.
You noble diggers, all stand up now.
the wasteland to maintain, seeing cavaliers by name. Your digging does maintain, and persons all defame. The wasteland to maintain, stand up now. Your houses they pull down, stand up now, stand up now. Your houses they pull down, stand up now. Your houses they pull down to fright your men in town. But the gentry must come down, and the poor shall wear the crown. The poor shall wear the crown, stand up now.
Their self-will is their law. Stand up now, stand up now. Their self-will is their law. Stand up now. Since tyranny came in, they count it now no sin to make a jail a gin, to starve poor men therein. Since tyranny came in, stand up now. The gentry are all round, stand up now, stand up now. The gentry are all round, stand up now. The gentry are all round, on each side they are found. Their wisdom so profound, to cheat us of the ground. Their wisdom so profound, stand up now. The lawyers they conjoin, stand up now, stand up now. The lawyers they conjoin, stand up now. To rescue they advise, such fury they devise. The devil in them lies, and hath blinded both their eyes. The devil in them lies, stand up now.
The clergy they come in, stand up now, stand up now. The clergy they come in, stand up now. The clergy, they come in and they say it is a sin that we should now begin our freedom for to win. That we should now begin. Stand up now. Against lawyers and against priests. Stand up now. Stand up now. Against lawyers and against priests. Stand up now. For tyrants are they both, even flat against their oath. To grant as they are loath, free meat and drink and cloth. So come you diggers all, stand up now.
Thank you. Thank you for joining in, Carys.
Power to the people.
Yeah, don't forget to vote next week. No matter who you vote for.
Yeah, just vote.
Just vote. That's the
Vote
end
for
of
someone.
That's
Vote
the end
for
of the
somebody.
political stuff.
Preferably not night of heart. Okay, this is totally different again.
You better explain this one.
Okay, we had to write some music for a friend's wedding, two friends' wedding. I mean, they were getting married to each other. So we looked around for inspiration, and I very often turned to poetry. Not my own, don't worry. I like proper poets. And this one was Tennyson, and it's such a beautiful lyric. It has got a setting by somebody with a piano and a baritone voice, but I haven't got either, so this is our version.
Now sleeps the crimson petal, now the white. Nor waves the cypress in the palace walk. Nor winks the goldfin in the porphyry font. The firefly wakens, waken thou with me.
Now droops the milk-white peacock like a ghost.
And like a ghost, she glimmers on to me. Now lies the earth, O Danae, to the stars. And all thy heart lies, and all thy heart unto me. Now slides the silent meteor on, and leaves a shining furrow as thy thoughts in me. Now folds the lily all her sweetness up, and slips into the bosom of the lake. So fold thyself, my dearest, thou, and slip into my bosom, and be lost in me.
Thank you. You were there, weren't you, Carys? Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Which brings us on to one of the other pieces we did for the same wedding, and it's completely different.
And it's very trad.
Very
This is
trad.
another Copper family one.
It's another
Stole
Copper
it from the
family.
Copper family.
Yeah.
And
They
everything.
haven't asked for it back yet.
Not sure if they even noticed.
Excuse me. Cough, gasp, die. When Adam was first created and Lord of the universe crowned, his happiness was not completed until that a helpmate was found.
He had all things in food that were warm,
horses and foxes for hunting, which some men love more than a wife. He'd a garden so planted by nature, man cannot produce in his life. But yet the all-wise Creator still saw that he wanted a wife.
Then Adam he lay in a slumber, and there he lost part of his sight.
And when he awoke with a wonder, he beheld his most beautiful bride. In transport he gazed upon her, his happiness now was complete. He praised his bountiful donor, who had thus bestowed him a mate.
She was not took out of his head, sir, to reign and to triumph for man.
Nor was she took out of his feet, sir, by man to be trampled upon. But she was took out of his sight, sir, his equal and partner to be. But as they united in one, sir, the man might be top of the tree.
And let not the fair be despised by man, as she's part of himself.
For woman by Adam was prized more than the whole world full of wealth. Man without woman's a beggar, suppose the whole world he possessed. And the beggar that's got a good woman, with more than the world he is blessed.
There. I'd like to personally dedicate that tonight to Elaine. They'll know why. Okay, and this one was written for somebody else's wedding.
And again, it's a poetry setting.
It's Emily Dickinson. She was a very shy virgin who lived in her bedroom in Massachusetts. If you believe that, you'll believe anything.
That's true.
Particularly when you've heard these lyrics.
Wild nights, were I with thee. Wild nights should be our luxury. Wild nights, were I with thee. Wild nights should be our luxury.
Futile the winds to a heart in port. Down with the compass, down with the chart. Rowing in Eden, o'er the sea. Might I but more tonight in thee. Wild nights, were I with thee. Wild nights would be our luxury. Wild nights should be our luxury. Our luxury.
You wouldn't think she was a shy virgin living in her bedroom, really. Jolly good poet, though. How are we doing for time?
Getting there.
Getting there.
Okay.
Right. This is
It's all
a
right,
song.
we've got one up our sleeves if we run short.
We've always said that we sing about beer, religion, politics, and things that go bump in the night. Well, we've had a bit of politics.
We've had things
We've
that
had
go
some
bump in-
revision. We've had some things that get
Bump in the night.
Bump in the night. We haven't had any beer yet.
Lack of beer.
We are going to.
You were holding it.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. This is. We wrote this. When did we write this? Quite a long time ago.
You wrote it.
Well, I wrote the words. I was going to write a nice lyric
Elegy.
about. Well, I was going to write a lyric about, you know, pubs and sort of pub games and what a nice thing it is to be in the pub, and sort of then I started thinking about pubs we've lost, and it kind of turned into a rant when I wasn't looking. And Mim set it very beautifully to music. It's called A Drinker's Delight. And it starts with the chorus.
Which you'll catch up on. And please join in with.
Carys knows it.
Carys knows it. Follow Carys.
Time's been cold on to many old inns of renown. We've loved, but we've lost them, those pubs of our town. So use it or lose it, that local near you. We're drinking to save it. Are you drinking too? Are you drinking too? Singing and playing, laughter and wit, deep conversation or just talking squit. Charity marathons, quizzes and fun. A pub's a community second to none. Bitter and IPA, mild, dark or light. Ciders and perries, a drinker's delight. Old ale and golden ale, porter and stout. The pub is the place to seek them all out. Give it a go. Time's been called on to many old inns of renown. We've loved, but we've lost them, those pubs of our town. So use it or lose it, that local near you. We're drinking to save it. Are you drinking too? Are you drinking too? Steal quoits and shove halfpenny, and 12 lonking too. 9 men's Morris and cribbage, to name but a few. We've played them in Suffolk for many a year, but the places to play them are dwindling, we fear. With pubco restrictions and cheap Tesco booze, it's heads they win and tails we lose. High rents and high taxes are costing us dear. Politicians are silent as our pubs disappear. Time's been called on to many old inns of renown. We've loved, but we've lost them, those pubs of our town. So use it or lose it, that local near you. We're drinking to save it. Are you drinking too? Are you drinking too? So here's health to our taverns, let's drink them all dry. They're part of our history, we can't let them die. Support your local and help it to thrive. A pub's not just for Christmas, it should be for life. So raise up your glasses wherever you are, and if you should want us, we'll be in the bar. Where else would we be but the bar? Last time. Time's been called on to many old inns of renown. We've loved, but we've lost them, those pubs of our town. So use it or lose it, that local near you. We're drinking to save it. Are you drinking too? Are you drinking too? Get drinking. Thank
you very much.
This is the last one, isn't it?
This is the last one.
This is the last one.
Which, surprisingly, is also about beer.
Can't imagine why.
No.
Might have. Depends where you were last week. Even then it's changed slightly. When I was a young man, my father did say, the summer is coming, 'tis time to make hay. And when hay's been carted, don't you ever fail to drink Gather's health in a pint of good ale. Ale, ale, glorious ale. Served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curly kale. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters and a lump of fatty bacon and a pint of good ale. Vote Rishi, vote Starmer, vote Green, vote Farage. It's hot air and bullshit, a media mirage. Whoever you bet on, there's no holy grail. Put your eggs in the box and head out for some ale. Ale, ale, glorious ale. Served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curly kale. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters and a lump of fatty bacon and a pint of good ale. Some folks is teetotalers.
Really?
They drink water neat.
Shocking.
It must rot their gutses and give 'em damp feet. But I, for my own part, know I'll never fail on boiled beef and bacon and good English ale. Ale, ale, glorious ale. Served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curly kale. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters and a lump of fatty bacon and a pint of good ale. Ale, ale, glorious ale. Served up in pewter, it tells its own tale. Some folks like radishes, some curly kale. But give I boiled parsnips and a great dish of taters. And you can keep the bacon. And we'll drink the ale.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Your good health.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
We are sidling off.
No, you're not going to sidle off. You're going to take a bow while everyone tells you you're wonderful. I'm probably not anywhere near in the camera, am I? Doesn't really matter. Anyway, so massive thank you to Triangle, a.k.a. the Dream Team. And
We'll be back on lights, camera, and whatever it is I do next month.
yes,
Yeah.
they'll be back next month behind the desk, which is being staffed expertly by David and Graham this evening. So we will see them next month. You won't see them. You'll only see the evidence of them next month when we will be back to your regularly scheduled EM programme, and we have Ashok Prima as our special guest next month. Hang on, I'm on next, so I'd better shut up and get ready, hadn't I? Anyway, okay. We'll try not to say anything random during the break this time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the third part of the special Folk Beyond the Airwaves. And I'd like to welcome onto the stage the wonderful, the inimitable Rosemary and Carys as Celandine.
Hello.
I suppose I better do something now then. Okay.
Black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, and well she knows. I love the ground whereon she goes. I wish the day it soon would come when she and I could be as one. I go to the Clyde and I mourn and weep, for satisfied I ne'er can be. I write her a letter, just a few short lines, and suffer death 1,000 times. For black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands, and I love the ground whereon she stands, and I love the ground whereon she stands.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. So the difference between my stuff and Celandine stuff is mainly that mine's mostly original, and Celandine we mostly do trad and some covers, and so we're going to do an original one now.
What she writ.
Just to be different. Yeah, what I done writ. But to be fair, I wrote it. We were actually together when I wrote it because we wrote this at a creative writing workshop after we had played at Folk East in 2015. I can hear feedback from somewhere. I can hear myself talking. That was exciting. I'm not talking anymore. Well, I am, but not there. That's good. Excellent. So I could hear what you were hearing at home, and that meant that time was actually running in two different places at the same time here. And that got very confusing, and there may have been a space-time continuum warp if we'd continued. But thankfully we haven't, and I'm going to shut up and play the song now. You're very glad to hear that, aren't you? This is Rewritten.
What if the Blue King could not ride? What if the Queen could spin? Tales of legends where beauty doesn't conquer all. What if the White Steed's hide was marred with dust and rain? And in another time, the Blue King wed for love. Only stories, hidden and on tales when you and old collide. Only stories, but in their winding way, words like wishes always find a home. Two sisters went to market down the winding city lane, so enticing where the goblin fruits they shared. Ripe cherries and salt peaches, made with coin and not long hair. Figs and berries, sweet in the summer air. Two sisters came from market, bearing fruit stones by the score. In the twilight before the rising of the moon, tended trees in their own garden. And when the fruits were grown, sold to the goblins in a market of their own. Only stories, in a land of make-believe, tales on tales when you and old collide. Only stories, but in their winding way, words like wishes always find a home. What if the Snow Queen's heart was warm? What if the mirror still was whole? Just illusion reflecting wisdom, never time. What if the seeker's soul was free to conquer all? And in another time, the Snow Queen learned to love. Only stories, in a land of make-believe, tales on tales when you and old collide. Only stories, but in their winding way, words like wishes always find a home. Only stories, but in their winding way, words like wishes always find a home. Only stories, but in their winding way, words like wishes always find a home. It's rewritten. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we are going to commit an act of capo with this one.
Oh.
In fact, actually with the next couple, aren't we?
Indeed.
Okay, so this is one that was off our album, which we recorded quite a number of years ago, which we recorded with David, and he put up with us in the studio, never having recorded an album properly before, and not really knowing what we were doing, and thinking we knew what we were doing, and that was fun, wasn't it?
For hours and hours,
Yes.
he put up with us.
But he put up with us, and even let us come back. So, this is Nancy Spain. Just trying to remember what chord it starts on. I'm going to go for this one and hope it's correct. It's not, it's that one. I knew that felt weird.
Of all the stars that ever shone, not one does twinkle like your pale blue eyes. Like golden corn at harvest time, your hair. Sailing in my boat, the wind gently blows and fills my sail. Your sweet scented breath is everywhere. Daylight peeping through the curtains of the passing night time is your smile. The sun in the sky is like your love. Come back to me, my Nancy. Linger for just a little while. Since you left these shores, I know no peace nor joy. No matter where I haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, if you'll return again. Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? On the day in spring, when the snow starts to melt and streams to flow, with the birds I'll sing to you a song. In the while I'll wander down by Bluebell Grove, where wildflowers grow, and I'll hope that lovely Nancy will return. No matter where I wander, I'm still haunted by your name. The portrait of your beauty stays the same. Standing by the ocean, wondering where you've gone, if you'll return again. Where is the ring I gave to Nancy Spain? Thank you.
Drink time.
This next one is by show of hands, and it's a favourite of ours.
It is, yes. This is one we only do live, so if you've got the Celandine album and think, you know what we're going to do, yeah, not this one.
I was 17 in a painted caravan where I went to get my fortune told. There on Haven Banks, I held up my hand asking, can you see what the future holds? She said, be smart or lucky. If you can't break the molds, break the rules. You will make friends or money. But if you would be king, be cruel. I went out in the world, I lived in London town, though I knew those streets weren't paved with gold. I looked up to a man, and he never let me down, but he said, if you want your music sold, you should be smart or lucky. If you can break the molds, break the rules, you will make friends or money. But if you would be king, be cruel. There is no clockwork in the stars, no one cares how good you are. Look around, the world is full of hungry souls who want it all. Space inside they have to fill, friendship they're prepared to kill. Hunger is their guiding light, they scratch, they claw, they push, they fight. Just to be lucky, vote for me. Now wouldn't that be a laugh? If literally everybody just wrote my name in on the ballot paper next Thursday, everyone up and down the country, what would actually happen if they did that? Yeah, I am Democrat.
democratically there. Let's try that again in English. I am democratically elected world leader. I held an election some years ago and voted for myself. The fact nobody else knew about it is entirely beside the point. So, vote for me.
Now I've come so far. People ask for clues, saying, how have you found the peace you've earned? Well, it was one night in a bar. A young man on the move asked me, what's the one thing that you've learned? And I said, be smart or lucky. If you can't break the mold, break the rules. You will make friends or money. But if you would be king, be cruel. How much do you want the prize? Will you freely sacrifice pride and your integrity for fortune and celebrity? Break the rules. You better be cruel. Break the rules, but be lucky.
Thank you. I'm going to give the guitar shoulder a break for a bit. Just for those who haven't seen me since it was completely wrecked. It just about goes back up where it should now. Thank you, Soph. I'm going to hope that the people at home did not hear what you just said. Anyway, this is an unaccompanied one. And it's also a mashup because we like mashups.
We do.
We do. Yes, and we're not going to tell you what it is either. When I was on horseback, wasn't I pretty? When I was on horseback, wasn't I gay? Wasn't I pretty when I entered Cork City and met with my downfall on the 14th of May?
Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me to one who lived there. She once was a true love of mine.
6 jolly soldiers to carry my coffin. 6 jolly soldiers to march by my side. If 6 jolly soldiers take a bunch of red roses,
she once was a true love of mine. Beat the drum slowly and play the pipe slowly. Play out the dead march as we go along. And bring me to Tipperary and lay me down easy. I am a young soldier who never done wrong.
tell her to make me a cambric shirt.
Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, without any seam or fine needlework, or never be a true love of mine. Tell her to wash it in yonder dry well. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme, where water ne sprang, no drop of rain fell. For once she was a true love of mine. Tell her to dry it on yonder grey thorn. Parsley, sage, rosemary true love of mine. When I was on horseback, wasn't I pretty? When I was on horseback, wasn't I gay? Wasn't I pretty? When I entered Cork City and met with my downfall on the 14th of May. Oh, never be a true love of mine. Oh, she once was a true love of mine.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm going to do this solo one now. It's called My Lagan Love. Well, Lagan stream sings a lullaby. There blows a lily fair. The twilight gleam is in her eye. The night is on her hair. And like a lovesick Lennon she hath my heart enthrall. No life I owe, nor liberty. For love is Lord of all. And often when the beetles horn are the lulls the eve to sleep, I steal unto her shieling lawn, and through the dooring peep. There on the cricket singing stone, she spares the bogwood fire and hums in sweet sad undertone the song of heart's desire. Thank you. And the next one is Carys.
And it's shameless plug time, folks. Because I have a new retail opportunity. I'm hoping this is up the right camera. And this is the book of Barrett the Parrot. And you probably can't see it terribly well from there, but it's in the same vein as Max the Pirate Cat. And story, book. It is 10 of your English pounds from me. And yeah, pretty much just from me at the moment. We'll see about anything else later on. So if I'm going to sing this, I suppose I need my parrot, don't I? And for anyone who is not aware, Mim is the voice of Barrett the Parrot.
Barrett the Parrot?
Except 2 weeks ago at the Steamboat, where it was Mim, the voice of Barrett the Parrot, along with Barrett's 6 slightly behind and off-tempo cousins, which was particularly entertaining. And without further ado, here is your earworm for the evening.
Here's another story of a pirate brave and bold, a clever double agent who is worth his weight in gold. Aboard the Jolly William, he flies from mast to hold. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! A speckled egg was rescued from the ground beneath a tree, fallen from a nest up in the forest canopy, hatched in a pirate's pocket as he sailed back out to sea. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! This chick became the mascot and the darling of the crew. Fed on fruits and vegetables he picked out of the stew. On this delicious diet his green feathers grew and grew. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Eating his carrot. Carrot! Now Barrett likes the pirate life of flying wild and free, but he also likes to study, for a learned bird is he. He reads the captain's log and studies maths and history. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Grammatically accurate. Accurate! And he's learned to speak 6 languages from Spanish to Creole. He acts as ship's translator and trades the pirate's goal, rewarded with a mango or some whiskey for his role. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! For he likes the finer things a cultured pirate might prefer. When it comes to beer and liquor, he is quite the connoisseur. And if you offer wine, he'll tell you which one he'd prefer. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Drinking his claret. Claret! But in learning information, Barrett's dashing, swift and bold. He flies to other ships and finds out where they keep their gold. For who'd suspect a parrot boiling down into their hold? Just there! Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Now Barrett's fame began to spread, and he was recognized by the lookout on the governor's ship while he was occupied in counting golden coins. The sailors took him by surprise. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! They sailed into Port Royal and their Barrett's troubles grew. The governor locked him up and said, "It's prison now for you. But to make it suit a parrot, we will send you to the zoo." Not the zoo! Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Shot in a garret. In a garret! He lamented his bad luck and wondered how to get away. There were iron bars at the windows and a guard outside all day. If only he'd paid more attention spying yesterday. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Now another famous pirate crew had just arrived in town. Upon the boatswain's shoulder came a feline of renown. Max the pirate cat looked up and saw his feathered friend look down. Max! Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Up here, Max! Now you may have heard that birds and cats are mortal enemies, but Max and Barrett shared a lot of happy memories, and there's honor among pirates, not to mention expertise. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! The pirates climbed upon the roof and set the straw on fire. The garret heated up and the guards started to perspire. A gaping hole burned through until the stars they could admire. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! Escaped from the garret. Whee! As Barrett flew out through the roof to thunderous applause, he saw a shiny treasure and he snatched it with his claws. An earring made of gold he gave to Max for his reward. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! 24 carat. 24 carat! Cat and bird and pirates swiftly left Port Royal town, signaled the Jolly William that Barrett had been found. Then they all enjoyed the wine and rum and milk of great renown. Barrett the Parrot. Barrett the Parrot! End of the narrative. Thank you very much, Mem. And please welcome back, Rosemary. Did we actually put the capo on this one? I can't remember. Does that sound right? Or does... Can you remember? I can't remember. That
That sounds right, doesn't it? We like it with the cap on. Yes. Okay. So this is another cover. It was on our album, and this is a Nancy Griffith and Rick West song. And yeah, not sure when it was written, but it's still absolutely true. There's trouble in the fields.
Maybe I know that we've got trouble in the fields when the bankers swarm like locusts out there, turning away our yields. The trains roll by our silo, silver in the rain, and leave our pockets full of nothing but our dreams and the golden grain. Have you seen the folks in line downtown at the station? They're all buying their tickets out and they're talking the Great Depression. Our parents had their hard times 50 years ago, when they stood out in these empty fields in dust as deep as snow. And all this trouble in our fields, if this rain can fall, these wounds can heal. They'll never take our native soil. But if we sell that new John Deere, then we'll work these crops with sweat and tear. You'll be the mule, I'll be the plow. Come harvest time, we'll work it out. There's still a lot of love here in these troubled fields. There's a book upon the shelf about those Dust Bowl days, and there's a little bit of me and a little bit of you in the photos on every page. Now our children live in the city and they rest upon our shoulders. They never want the rain to fall or the weather to get colder. And all this trouble in our fields, if this rain can fall, these wounds can heal. They'll never take our native soil, no. What if we sell that new John Deere? Then we'll work these crops with sweat and tear. You'll be the mule, I'll be the plow. Come harvest time, we'll work it out. There's still a lot of love here in these troubled fields. You'll be the mule, I'll be the plow. Come harvest time, we'll work it out. There's still a lot of love here in these troubled fields. Thank you.
Thank you. How are we doing for time? 10 o'clock on the dot. I suggest we miss that one out.
Yep.
All right with
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, jolly good.
So this is a Cerise song mashup,
It is, yeah.
and it's
This one was Rosemary's idea. This is entirely her fault.
It's my
I
fault.
love doing this one.
so one part of it is trad, one part of it is the Goo Goo Dolls, and one part of it is Catatonia.
Yeah. And this is Strange Galway Iris.
In Oranmore, in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in
young and handsome, her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint, no powder, no, none at all. She wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulder was a Gallway shawl. And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. We kept on walking, she kept on talking, till her father's cottage came into view. She said, "Come and love and meet my father, and play to please the foggy dew." It was strange glue that held us together, while we both came apart at the seams. She said, "Your place or mine, well, we still got the time." So I played along with her schemes, but I don't have the right to be with you tonight. So please leave me alone with no savior in sight. I will sleep safe and sound with nobody around me. When faced with my demons, I clothe them and feed them, and I smile. Yes, I smile as they're taking me over. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, or the moment of truth in your lives. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. She sat me down beside the fire. I could see her father. He was 6 feet tall. And soon her mother had the kettle singing. All I could think of was the Gallway shawl. But I don't have the right to be with you tonight, so please leave me alone with no savior in sight. I will sleep safe and sound with nobody around me. When faced with my demons, I clothe them and feed them, and I smile. Yes, I smile as they're taking me over. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your life. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight. And if I cannot sleep for the secrets I keep, it's the price I'm willing to meet. The end of the night never comes too quickly for me.
'Twas early, early, all in the morning. I hit the road for old Donegal. She said goodbye, love. She cried and kissed me, and my heart remained with the Gallway shore. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be our last one. So, we do hope you've enjoyed the evening, and I'll just do the thank yous afterwards, shall I? Okay, this is also off our album. Actually, Soph played whistle on this one, but we're not going to make her come up and play it. A, because we didn't warn her, and B, because she hasn't got any whistles with her, so that would be a tiny drawback. So this is called I Remember You.
I will remember you through all the days to come, days of frost and silent snow, days of pale and wintry sun. I will remember you when the ghost blows on the hill and the city sleeps below and the evening is so still. I will remember you till every tear is shed and my story has been told, till the last word has been said. I will remember you till the last stone has been laid, till the sleeping giant wakes to see the stars above his head. I will remember you till every tear is shed and my story has been told, till the last word has been said, till the sleeping giant wakes to see the stars above his head.
Thank you. So that brings us to the end of the Celandine set. So we hope you've enjoyed the folk stream. So if you have enjoyed it, perhaps we might do another one next year. I thought David was doing a Morris dance, but he actually is chasing a fly away, so that's lovely. Hang on. You know what? I think we might just have one more.
Do you think so?
I think we need some help with this one. And when I say I think we need some help, what I actually mean is I think we should all come on stage and we should all sing one together. Hang on. Right. So if somebody moves this microphone in that direction. I can now move that out of the way. To literally anywhere. Is that be fine?
This one we played earlier.
Then we'll have this one back.
Well, we could put
one of these on
We
this
could
here.
put one of them on that there.
This here, yeah.
That would be really useful, wouldn't it?
It would, yes, and then we don't...
That
then
should
as is
still
not
be at the same
as
height
familiar.
for you guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's even more authorised.
Right, am I here? Where's my
So
EllY?
this is this is actually a triangle number, which
Can I move that up? Just
Yeah, you go for it.
which we've all decided that we're going to sing. We had a whole rehearsal once this afternoon, and we all started and finished at the same time. So with that in mind, I'll
We
leave
might
someone
do
else
it
to
again.
introduce it.
This is... Oh, am I on? Yes, I am on.
You're on.
This is, it is not a traditional song. A lot of people think it's traditional. It was written by John Tams, and Mim wrote to John Tams. We do about 3 covers, and said, is it all right if we cover this song? And
His wife emailed me back and said, oh, yes, it's absolutely fine. We're just so glad you actually asked. Because people don't.
so this is Rolling
To
Home.
give him the royalties in a way.
Join in with the chorus.
Round goes the wheel of fortune. Don't be afraid to ride.
There's a land of milk and honey waits on the other side.
There'll be peace and there'll be plenty. You'll never need to roam.
When we go rolling home, when we go rolling home, rolling, 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 rolling home. When we go rolling, when we go rolling home.
The gentry in its finery, who profit night and morn.
While we unto the field must go to plough and sow the corn.
The rich may steal the power, but the glory is our own.
When we go rolling home, when we go rolling home, rolling, rolling, when we go rolling home, when we go rolling, when we go rolling home. The summer of resentment, the winter of despair, the journey to contentment is set with trap and snare. Come through and stand together, your labour is your own. When we go rolling home, when we go rolling home, rolling, 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 rolling home. When we go rolling home.
The frost is on the hedgerow, the icy winds do blow.
While we poor weary labourers stride through the sleet and snow.
Our hopes fly up to glory, up where the larks do go.
When we go rolling home, when we go rolling home, rolling, rolling, when we go rolling home, when we go rolling home.
So pass the bottle round and let the toast go free.
Here's a health to every labourer, wherever he may be.
Fair wages now and ever, let's reap what we have sown.
When we go rolling home, when we go rolling home, rolling, 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 rolling home.
rolling when we go rolling home. Round goes the wheel of fortune, don't be afraid to ride. There's a land of milk and honey waits on the other side. There'll be peace and there'll be plenty, you'll never need to roam. When we go rolling home, when we go rolling home. Rolling, rolling, we go rolling home. When we go rolling, when we go rolling home. Rolling, 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 rolling home. When we go rolling, when we go rolling home.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
3, 2, 1.
We're not used to doing that.
Sorry, and we're going to bow at this point. Should we do it again?
Yeah, come on, girls.
1, 2, potato billion.
Don't ask me.
Did I miss a few words?
Right. Thank you very much, one and all.
What are you going to sing, David?
I'm singing nothing. Thank you very much, all of you. It's been a great evening. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you've had a good time. I hope everybody at home has had a good time who's been watching, and those who watch it in the future. And like to say once again that we were very sorry. I didn't mention this earlier. I know Carys did mention it. We were very sorry that Dan Evans couldn't be here. But if we do a folk stream next year, he will be, hopefully.
Yes.
But thank you very much to EllYTree for stepping into the...
Thank you, EllYTree,
into
for
the
generally
fray.
being fantastic.
Yeah, it's terrific.
Do look for her on Facebook and Bandcamp, etc. Thank you for Triangle for being our mates and for literally being here at every single live stream.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Thanks, Stefan, as always.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Stefan.
Graham.
Thanks, Graham. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Anne the roadie.
Yeah. And I mean, basically, we look forward to seeing everybody at the next live stream, which is on the 26th of
26th of July.
Which
reverts to situation normal.
With our guest Ashok Prima playing his first gig for quite a while. He was one of the first people I actually did gigs with back in the last century, a long, long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah, so looking forward to him. So thank you for watching. I don't think I've missed saying thanks to anybody, have I?
We'll
John
type it out afterwards if we have.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks to all. Good night, one and all. See you next BTO.
Month.
Bye.
Bye-bye.